This is Locker Room Talk with Jitim Young. I'm your boy. I'm your host, Jitim Young, Chicago's finest, Big Ten legend, Northwestern great, Mr. Wildcat, Hall of Fame, West Side of Chicago. I'm here with a special edition of Locker Room Talk. I have 13 episodes already podcast. You can follow me at Jitim Young on Twitter. You can follow me, Jitim Young, on Facebook. You can follow me at Jitim Young on Instagram. And you can also follow me on Anchor. All right. So this podcast is always on Anchor. If you want to catch the other 15 episodes, it is also on Anchor. Let's jump right in today's special show, special edition of Locker Room Talk. Well, in NFL news, we got some great games off today. All right. The Bears lost an overtime game or overtime thriller today against the New York Giants. Well, like you guys know, New York got two stars. You know, obviously Eli Manning is the Super Bowl champion. He's won two rings. But Odell Beckham, he is the future. He is right now the rock star for us anywhere, but definitely in the NFL. Wide receiver, number 13 for a touchdown. A guy who caught passes, a guy who ran, a guy who blocked. He did it all for a team today. Saquon Barkley, Big Ten legend, Big Ten great, Penn State University, the running back number 26, New York Giants rookie. Saquon Barkley was amazing. But to show the greatness of the Bears, even with all the mistakes that the Chicago Bears made, even with all the mishaps and misreads that the Bears still in overtime had a chance, probably played they were had a chance to win that game. And then went to overtime without the starting quarterback. Michigan. Chase Daniels out of Mizzou. He played slippery, but he made play after play and he stepped up for his team. Um, the Bears ended up losing by a field goal in overtime. Uh, kind of highlights from the game. I mean, obviously, Khalil Mack, he got a sack on today, was big, came big, and the Bears needed to stop. But Tyreek Cohen, man, this guy is a budding superstar in the league. People talk about Tyreek Hill for the Chiefs and Tyreek Cohen for the Chicago Bears. Got through for a touchdown, ran for a touchdown. He's like truly a superstar football player. And with all the weapons that the Bears got, the Chicago Bears are going to be a dangerous team. The Rams are, they've been pretty unbelievable this entire year. And this is going to be a good test. I personally feel with this game, obviously I want the Bears to go show up and show out. However, I'm more confident we'll defeat the LA Rams. I don't know if I said St. Louis, but the Los Angeles Rams. I like Gurley. Gurley is awesome. And the Rams has a lot of weapons. But with the Chicago Bears defense, with how dangerous this team is, with how unpredictable the Bears are, because the Bears, they either gonna, even though they played sloppy today against the New York Giants, the Bears still played okay. And they okay was good enough to pull off a victory. And then you'll get the Chicago Bears that's on their game, kind of how New York was on their game today. But when the Bears is on their game, they look unbeatable. And you as an NFL team, especially in a one and done situation, have to come ready to play Chicago in the playoffs. Now I know Drew Brees is this guy, man, he is the dark horse of the playoffs coming up. But the Chicago Bears, I think they are the version of what the Philadelphia Eagles were last year, and they got enough to upset teams and really, you don't want to play the Bears. Um, and yes, I'm from Chicago, and I'm not saying that, I am saying that because I am a fan, but I'm not saying it as a player and as an athlete. Good is good, respect is respect. That's a good football team we got in the city of Chicago. Um, Tom Brady right now is battling the Vikings. New England is up. Tom Brady's the greatest. He's the GOAT. He's always going to be in Super Bowl conversation, even with the controversy that he's had with Belichick, even with the things that's going on with Gronkowski. Man, this guy Tom Brady, he does it all. In NBA news, it's a lot of headlines. First off, Kevin Durant is looking phenomenal. Some people are saying he's got to be the best player in the NBA. Debatable. I think skill wise, you can't stop him. I mean, even a defender like Kawhi Leonard couldn't stop him from scoring 50. The thing I did respect in the Kawhi versus Kevin Durant matchup is they both guarded each other. Now, Kawhi Leonard got the win, and Kawhi Leonard had 40 himself in that overtime win over the Golden State Warriors without Steph Curry, without Draymond. But at the same time, Kawhi Leonard with the things that he's done and with the things Kawhi Leonard have done in in Toronto, it's been anything short of amazing. Now, we all know Toronto looks good in the regular season, but their tail is going to be what they do in the playoffs. But right now with Kawhi Leonard, he just give him a different element that I don't think DeRozan can give him, even though with DeRozan in San Antonio, he's giving San Antonio a different element that Kawhi Leonard wasn't giving him. He's giving the leadership that Kawhi Leonard wasn't giving him. Now, Kawhi, I do believe Kawhi Leonard is a leader, and I'm not going to go as far as what Popovich said. I know Popovich had high hopes saying that, hey, Kawhi Leonard is about to be my new Tim Duncan. It didn't work out that way. Whatever. But the NBA, LeBron is I mean, he's past Wilt Chamberlain. He's number 5 all time in scoring. The Lakers are looking good. The Los Angeles Clippers. And you talk about the movie, The Replacement. Shout out to my cousin Rock, Westerhouse High School, Westerhouse football coach, uh, coach of the Replacements in Chicago's um, summer league basketball. Great tradition, great reputation in Chicago with summer basketball. But the Replacements are the Los Angeles Clippers. Coach Doc Rivers is doing a tremendous job taking guys who aren't superstars but understand their role, and they are living up to expectation in these roles that they are playing for Coach Doc Rivers. The Clippers are in first place right now. The Denver Nuggets, Jokic. I've been high on Jokic since last year, and Jokic is living up to everything that I've said that Denver will be with him. Gary Harris is looking good. All right. They have a bunch of guys real similar to the Los Angeles Clippers. The only difference is Denver has like one or two people, especially they have Jokic, who has that superstar talent. The Memphis Grizzlies are looking great. Mark Gasol is back. Now, I know the 76ers got him beat over there in the Eastern Conference as a center, but Mark Gasol right now is showing before he left, before he set out for a couple years, and even though he played a little bit last year, but he was slow to coming back. He didn't have Mike Conley Jr. They broke up the Grind Factory without Tony Allen and Zach Randolph. They no version of what the reputation of the Memphis Grizzlies is. So just looking forward to how this NBA season is gonna pan out. Derrick Rose, welcome back, baby. Welcome back to basketball. Derrick Rose is bodying anything that's in his way. They talk about Derrick Rose being six man of the year. Derrick Rose gonna mess around this year with the way he's playing and make an All NBA team. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Milwaukee Bucks over in the Eastern Conference is looking so dominant to go along with Kawhi Leonard. The Boston Celtics is still trying to figure it out now that Gordon Hayward is back. He had 30 points, 8 assists, 9 rebounds last night. Best game he's had since he's been a Boston Celtic. Um, I still think in basketball, man. Them Celtics with Tatum and Brown and these guys. You got Rozier. You guys are gonna be dangerous and tough to beat. With Jimmy Butler over in Philly, um, I don't think much changed. People talk about how clutch Jimmy Butler is. That's nice, but I don't think much changed. In college football, my Northwestern Wildcats took it to the Ohio State Buckeyes in the Big Ten championship. Ohio State, man, is just that good. Now I know they slipped up against Purdue, but Ohio State is that good. Now Northwestern is gonna end up playing Utah and San Diego December 31st in a bowl game. But this has been a great football season. Yeah, in the Big Ten conference because I love the Big Ten, but I think in all the football. Alabama beat us, beat Georgia in a SEC championship. Georgia again was up, choked. Uh, Hurts, quarterback got injured. Hurts came in. I was so happy for him. Being an athlete, we work hard to be great. And then when you work hard to be great and you lose your position and then come back and be successful in the championship, I think every athlete, the only thing that I got against the SEC, I think it's an overrated football conference. I think people hype LSU up, people hype Florida up, people hype South Carolina up, these hype on Auburn and Ole Miss and all these teams. But they really just average teams. Alabama is dominant. The first time they got challenged in their conference was yesterday. I look at the Big Ten. I look at Michigan. I look at Wisconsin. I look at Michigan State. I look at Ohio State. I look at what Northwestern did yesterday to Ohio State and how they kept it close and how they challenged them. Alabama, if they were in the Big Ten, they will not go 11-0 every year in our conference. I'm sorry. Nebraska people thought, oh, I'm scared of Nebraska. Nebraska come to the Big Ten. Nebraska not even the top 5 team in the conference. Maryland, oh my God, Maryland is in the conference. They shouldn't have left the ACC. They dominate the ACC, but they go to the Big Ten. Northwest, Maryland not even the top 5 team in the Big Ten. So all these teams, man, in the SEC, they talk about LSU and all of them. Look, and I don't speak about this, but to me, you got average teams in there, and then Alabama. So, Washington won the Pac-12 title. Oklahoma and Texas was a great game. Oklahoma ended up pulling it off. The referees missed a pass interference call that probably would have gave Texas more momentum, but Oklahoma ended up pulling the game off. So I'm looking forward to the college football playoffs. I'm looking forward to bowl season. It's going to be very exciting football, and I'm looking forward to the Big Ten having another successful bowl season. In college basketball, everybody in conference now, the Big Ten ACC Challenge ended up in the tie. The thing I took away from this week in college basketball, Gonzaga, Duke, Michigan is so real. Michigan is so real. But Gonzaga, Duke, Michigan, and Kansas are the face of college basketball right now. I'm enjoying seeing all the players from Chicago that's performing. Charlie Moore at Kansas, Novell Jr. Um, uh, over in Gonzaga. Seeing the Loyola Ramblers, they're defending their Final Four title and they look good against UIC, playing against an in-city rival game. So I'm really excited about, the basketball that not only is going on in college basketball, but the Chicago players that are at their universities just representing for their schools and representing for the city of Chicago. And I'm loving every bit of it. This weekend at Wintrust Arena, one of the biggest high school tournaments in the Chicagoland area kicked off. Marquise Jacobs of Uplift. People, if you haven't seen this kid play, he's the real deal. He signed with where he verbally committed to Kansas. He ended up withdrawing on his commitment, and he will be going to DePaul next year. This kid Marquise Jacobs is a problem, and Chicago basketball at the high school level is back. And this year, if you haven't been watching or following high school basketball, if you have a high school near and you're in the Chicagoland area, or you got if you from out of town and you got a Chicago team coming, go see those kids play. The level of basketball is coming back to Chicago that it was when I was around playing. So I'm excited. I'm gonna definitely see a lot of high school basketball this year. Have love in your heart and always keep that love and passion for the things that you do, passion for others, passion for life. Be humble and appreciate those who play a role in your life that help you to become successful. Appreciate them. Thank them. Let them know how important they are. Keep that humble spirit. Whatever you do it to the best of your ability. Give always extreme effort and put 100% in what you do. Try your best. This is Locker Room Talk, special edition with Jitim Young. I'm your boy, I'm your host, Jitim Young, Chicago legend, Northwestern Wildcat, Mr. Wildcat, Mr. Big Ten, Hall of Fame. Where we bring the conversation that we have in the locker room as athletes to the podcast. God bless.